Hi everyone, my name is Analisa Blanco and I am a science teacher here at Fordham Prep, and I'm here to answer some burning questions that I'm sure you all want to know. So the first question is, how is everybody in your circle handling the quarantine and the lockdown? And knock on wood, so far everybody has been okay, other than the occasional stir craziness just from being inside the house. But we have a running joke in my family right now. My grandma lives in a few floors above us. So we live in the same building, but she lives on the top floor. I live on the second floor. And my mom and I will always go upstairs to check on her and make sure she's all right. And she actually has gotten out a few times. So we tell her, like, if you leave again, like, we're gonna have to lock you in. We're gonna have to get like a cage or something, because she's been going stir crazy too, and she keeps forgetting that she can't leave. So we have to keep reminding her that she has to stay inside, otherwise we're locking her in. And then the next question is, how has the transition been for me as a science teacher, especially? Frankly, God willing, everything has been smooth so far in terms of the transition. I think it's been as smooth as it could have been. I'm very grateful for having done a lot of professional developments where it was implementing technology in the classroom. And, you go into a few of these PDs and think, am I ever really going to use this? Or you're thinking, how really am I going to implement this in my class when I don't use it or I don't feel like it's necessary? So yeah, right now you're definitely using them, and at least I am. So I'm really grateful that I had the opportunity to do all those things, because the platforms that they taught me, have really helped me tremendously. What opportunities or insights or any situations have happened to you these last few weeks? What changes have you made as a teacher? Any resources? So to answer that question in its entirety, I've noticed that especially with this lockdown, us as humans, we're very social people and we want to stay connected, even though everybody is in the same boat of, remaining socially distant and remaining at home, especially if you are, in that bracket of people who are most affected by the virus, if God forbid you do get it. Everybody is maintaining that social distancing, but we still as humans want to stay connected and we still want to be social. So that's why FaceTime and Zoom and Google Hangouts, yes, they're great for connecting with students, as a teacher, but also, in my personal life, all my friends, my boyfriends, my family members, we've all just been FaceTiming, and it's been helping, because even if you are, by yourself at home, doing the right thing of staying at home and not subjecting yourself to the virus, you still want to stay connected to people. So that's really the main insight that I've gleaned from these last few weeks. And regarding my students in terms of resources, I've been using Screencast-O-Matic, which is basically taking like a screencast or recording of my screen and my voice. So at least they get to hear audio of my voice every day. And it's pretty much like 15-minute videos of the class or subject or topic of that day. I try to make them fairly entertaining. And because we are doing the human body, we started with digestive system. It is very gross. Like, the human body is actually very gross. So I feel like showing them actual pictures of organs and, endoscopies and pictures of that, it keeps them entertained. I do give them warning that it is going to be gross, but they seem to be liking it. And then the last question is, share the best thing that's happened to you in the last few weeks or so. I would say that it has been a lot of work adjusting to a distance learning platform, just prepping for any future questions or anything that could go wrong, not only just making the content, but also making sure that it's clear and getting it to the students, so that way they don't have any stress of questioning what you want them to do. And I would say that I've gotten a lot of positive feedback from students, and even just like reading their reflections or assignments that I asked them to do, and them telling me that what you assigned us is super gross. I'm actually really happy hearing all that feedback and hearing what they personally like and don't like of what I'm doing. So that's been a really great thing. Seeing my students too over Zoom for consultation. I tried it this week. I know that sounds super corny, but I really did enjoy seeing them, because we have been apart for a few weeks. So I did enjoy seeing them and hearing what they had to say. And I'm also the moderator of the Magic Club. So we have virtual meetings every week, and you know, when you see them, it's like we never left the classroom. So Zoom has been a really great resource, and I'm really grateful for even seeing all the kids and making sure, you know, that they're all doing all right.